Tigers pushing again. Gregory at the back with the ball. Very stoic defence from Clifton. It's not going too far, but it is moving enough for Ben Rayner not to. I think he's just. And it is a try for Tigers. So. And it is a try to Clifton. About as much as you can, but it's 2 metres, it's right in front of the post now. Right on the line. And it is a try. Second try for pass. And there's an advantage now for Clifton. Cleanly taken. Heading towards that 4th try. There it is. A bonus point to Clifton. Tigers really pushing. And they have got a try. I suspect that's going to be Jack Ellen. Luke, pretty convincing win in the end. A bonus point win for Clifton here at Station Road. How did you see it from your perspective?
Yeah, I thought, it's a typical game of, obviously the importance of the game was quite big for both sides, and after the Christmas break you probably knew it'd take a while to get going, but there's 18 penalties in the game first half, so it's hard for any team to really get any ascendancy. But I thought Sedgley put us under pressure from our errors in the first half, and they were probably more decisive down the bottom end. And we got 2 tries, but it felt like we were behind almost. It felt like they just had the rub of it going their way, and we battled well to get a couple of scores. But the first half, it's too many penalties from either side, so both sides are better than that. So.
Yeah, were you really happy with the way you defended in the second half? There's a couple of times where Sedge were on the try line when you stopped them from scoring. Is it something that you've focused on, or?
So we have focused on it a bit in the last couple of weeks in training, because we're saying we defend quite well and then we give penalties away. So can we get past the 5+ phases and not give those sort of penalties away, which we did numerous times, and Sedge kept the ball. And on another day, we would have offended a lot more. And, that's where the pressure comes from.
It's a trip up to our neck of the woods next week, where you face Sale. Is there any changes, or do you just carry on with what you're doing?
Well, the score. There ain't enough to make changes at this sort of level. But we'll go back, see what we can do better this week. And every game's a winner in that one. You don't know what's going to happen. So I'm sure Sedgley will reboot and go after whoever they've got next week. So it'll go to the wire, the relegation at our end. But it's an exciting league, a traditional league, and let's hope to see some more rugby.
Danny, defeat on the road here, 24-10 to Clifton. A battle at the bottom of the table. How do you see the game from your perspective?
We knew they'd come out hard, flying up in deep. We just didn't really get our depth and readjust. We couldn't really struggle to readjust on the hoof and adapt to how they were playing. Got into their 22 a few times again, didn't take our chances. Tough place to come. We knew they'd be nitty and gritty, slow the break down, get involved, and we just let them do it, really.
Yeah, it felt a little bit like the Sale game, to be fair. So you got going early on, and then Clifton sort of dominated the scoring, not necessarily the match. Is it sort of something that you need to look at, how you manage the game?
Yeah, we spoke about our KPIs getting into the 22 and taking our opportunities, and we've just not done that today. We've got into the 22 a few times, quite a few driving mauls, again not scored, not got over the line, not applied pressure on the scoreboard, and then they've come back down and scored again, so the pressure's back on us, and then we end up chasing the game.
Back at home next week, Bishop Stortford. Important to get a win?
Yeah, definitely. We beat them on the road earlier in the season, so hopefully turn the tide and do the double over them.